Hi everyone! Today I'd like to talk about cell phone use while driving and the dangers that are represented. I would like to persuade you not to use your cell phone when you drive. Have you ever texted while driving? Have you ever talked on your cell phone while driving? If you answered yes to either of these questions, I would be willing to bet that your focus was not completely on your driving. If cell phone use while driving was outlawed across the country, fewer accidents would occur and fewer lives would be lost. I would like you to join with me and stop cell phone use while driving. When you use your cell phone for talking or texting when you drive, your focus shifts from watching the road to paying more attention to your phone. According to an article on www.time.com, Stephen Yantis, a professor of psychological and brain sciences at Johns Hopkins University, states that part of the problem may be that when people direct their attention to sound, the visual capacity of their brain decreases. Yantis also says when people are listening to a cell phone conversation, they're slower to respond to things they're looking at, and it requires you to select one thing at the cost of being less able to respond to other things. As with anything, when we attempt to do more than one thing at a time, we are not giving our full concentration to either item. Do you feel safe behind the wheel of your car knowing there are drivers out there that are distracted and not focused on the road and their own driving? I believe we would all feel more secure knowing that people are concentrating on driving when there are so many lives at stake. Were you aware that at least 16,000 deaths between 2001 and 2007 can be attributed to distracted driving? The drivers were either texting or talking on cell phones when they caused these deaths. I was stunned by these numbers that were reported on www.aolhealth.com. 28% of traffic accidents occur when people talk on cell phones or send text messages while driving, according to a study released by the National Safety Council. This information was found on www.washingtonpost.com. The vast majority of these crashes, 1.4 million annually, are caused by cell phone conversations, and 200,000 are blamed on text messaging, according to the report from the Council. The sad thing about these statistics is that they are preventable. If cell phones were banned while driving, these numbers would dramatically decrease. I read an interesting article on www.myoptumhealth.com that says, at any given moment, 1 in 10 drivers on the road is using a cell phone. Over half of surveyed drivers admit to using a cell phone at least occasionally while driving. Young drivers were much more likely than older drivers to text while driving. How safe does this make you feel while you're on the road with your family? Several states have adopted laws to ban certain types of cell phone use while driving. According to www.ghsa.org, no state bans all cell phone use for all drivers, but many prohibit all cell phone use by certain drivers, such as novice drivers and school bus drivers. 8 states, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, and Washington, D.C., and the Virgin Islands prohibit all drivers from using handheld cell phones while driving. 30 states, D.C., and Guam ban text messaging for all drivers. 11 of these laws were enacted in 2010. These are also statistics that were found on www.ghsa.org. It is my hope that one day very soon there will be a nationwide ban on cell phone use while driving. As with any law, there will always be people who choose to disobey it, but one person deciding to change their actions can make a difference and possibly save a life. There are many different ways that we can eliminate using our cell phones while driving. Voluntarily choosing not to use your cell phone would be ideal, but that will not be the case for everyone. There have been new technologies introduced to stop cell phone use while driving. The wireless company T-Mobile unveiled a new service called Drive Smart Plus that disables a cell phone once the GPS registers that the vehicle it is traveling in is in motion. This was reported on www.theyeshivaworld.com. Another new idea is to download an application to a smartphone that will disable all calls and text messages. Here is some information I found on www.wowt.com. One such app is Eyes Up. Using GPS technology, once the vehicle is moving at a preset speed like 5 or 10 miles per hour, the user can no longer use the phone for anything except to call 911 or any other number approved by a parent or an account manager. With any new technology, there will be people that are willing to try it, but we still need cooperation from each and every person that gets behind the wheel of a car. Please do not use your cell phones. I would encourage each person that listens to this speech to think about what could happen to you or someone you know from a moment's distraction such as a cell phone. There is no phone call or text that cannot wait when yours or someone else's life is at stake. So please remember this. There are things in this life that are beyond our control. But if we have a chance to do the right thing and make a difference, we owe it to ourselves and others. Please make a difference by not using your cell phone while driving. Thank you.